Hello, folks. I have been thoroughly enjoying cheesing out some quick wins versus Russia. I've played 10-ish games of this matchup so far, lost a couple, but as long as your major draft doesn't completely whiff, a quick win seems very doable. Matchup's kind of interesting because we're really good at solving lands, but if we're doing that, then Russia 6 happens, which hurts our blitz strategy. Sometimes we're okay with the extra plastic, and sometimes we aren't. But if we're purposely letting ravages through, then we're hurting our longevity, so there's a lot of back and forth going on. The more I play this spirit, the more I think that generally anytime you can solve a land with your G3, you should. We'll send to Sands so we can hit him with Firestorm. We will open with Smoke, kill it down in 8, then grow into there to at least save the beast. Get to collect some very important fear off this Explorer. Sands is fine. And now, yeah, we'll just G3 into 8. Actually, let's keep Explorers under control. This guy can go up here, and we'll get to push our beast, which is a big deal in this matchup. We'll send here so that Firestorm can handle the escalations. We could bank on the beast taking care of the Explorer, and we play Flame's Fury to kill it down. But we can save Flame's Fury to combo with our other damage card. And our push plus an 8 handles everything here. We'll send our Explorer up here, which probably commits us to growing there next turn. Push our town to 6. Let's group them up, actually. Farmers, get out of here. So our mountains are empty, but I really don't want to add a town. Doubly so because we're getting hit by Russia 6. So we spurn and we lose a Dahan. And that's it, yeah. We want to keep the pair of Dahan in 1. We've got 2 fear cards coming up, which they can help with. So yeah, we're hitting here. And we lose another one. Yeah, I'm just going to keep our pair alive. Strife at town, you got it. Seek safety. Yeah, okay. We're definitely going for a major next turn now, because we're getting Russia 6 again. And wetlands. Okay, well, we got Flame's Fury and 5 energy. There's cards that do things here. Like, Focus the Land's Anguish would be 1,000,000 damage and fear. Okay, well, we got, 4 playable cards. Terrifying Nightmares could be actually useful, so there is that. Forest ain't bad. And actually, this isn't bad either. We could grow here in Blight, deal 4 damage, turn off the Ravage. Then deal 5 and heal the Blight. Which would leave just the Strife Town. Or we take Pillar. We Threshold Pillar? Yes, we do. That is also 1,000,000 damage and fear. So depending on what our Blight card is, selecting Pillar here could effectively be suicide. With that in mind, I will be taking it because I am a crazy person. But yeah, don't try this at home, kids. We are also going to grow into 2 to kill the city. And if we do that, we're going to have to take 3 Blight off Pillar. But I think this gives us a shot for a turn 3 win. Although I have not done the math, nor am I going to. Yeah, I'm just shoving all in. Math is for blockers. This guy can go over here. Stricken would be nice. Nope. Bye-bye Strife. Beast damage, nice. Ooh, Fear Bomb, not nice. Coase is, oh boy. Nothing. Our Dahan try. Okay, kinda all comes down to this, I think. That's a bingo. What a dumb game. I'm pretty sure this wins anyways, I'm just eyeballing it. Escalations, sure, whatever. Okay, let's see if this wins. 6 and 5, right? Looks like it to me. That's game, I guess. Clearly I piloted that game optimally. No one can convince me otherwise. That was turn 3, I think. Yeah, turn 3 win. Don't see those very often. I think our MVP goes to the only card we drafted. Recklessly pick the card that's like, I don't know, 30% chance to lose you the game. Fade that, win the game. That is peak Spirit Island strategy, baby. We could have used our Blight heal innate before firing off Pillar of Flame, so we should actually have 2 Blight remaining, but whatever. That's how little I care about how much Blight's left on the card. A win's a win. Beast damage off Civic Engagement was the only thing that mattered event-wise. And what, like, Seek Safety stopped to build? Had a decent selection of other majors. Yeah, cool. I doubt we're going to top that game, but let's head into a round 2. I think one time versus Russia I got like Numinous Crisis into Void with Vengeance, which was also a turn 3 win. Lots of things have to go right. Letter C is the board for this game. A mountain start, which means I don't think we can save both of them. That could be bad because if we want to kill the stuff in 7, we probably have to grow into it. And if it's already blighted, that could be gross. How about we rip Nature's Res? Or not, that's fine. Generally speaking, I don't really mind Visions, but there is also Gift of Power. Like, we're not playing either of these and we have 0 energy, so Gift would give us something to do this turn. And I usually find that Wildfire doesn't really need help at range 0. So this is going to Blight. Uncanny Melting is also a path we could take. We are starting with 3 Blight on the board it could heal. If it costs 0, I'd probably take it here and play it, but as is, it slows us down way too much. Yeah, so we're going to grow here and just take Gift. If we could play Fiery this turn, I'd take it and clear 7, but we cannot. And yep, let's get our Dahan where the action is. And there's no way for us to get any value off Firestorm. Nope. We draw Sands. Usually a good explorer for this spirit. We can solve a land and go to 2 card plays next turn. Seer Anger's not bad. Good elements for us, ups our damage, 0 cost. Trail is also great versus Russia, but it's pretty hard for me to say no to the 0 cost package we're offered here. Like, this plus this covers a lot of options for us this turn. It's either a jungle or wetlands explorer. So we want to play Flash Fires anyways. This also lets us hold on to our other 0 cost plant cards, which can be better utilized later. We are going to grow here. And we'll kick the Explorer over to the Beast, which could be profitable. This also lets us solve this land next turn when we uncover our second fire. Now if we get Beast damage this turn, it's incredible. And if we don't, no big deal. We could push our Dahan to 5 to have the option of pushing all 4 of them somewhere. But we're going to be uncovering our second fire, which makes the idea of growing into 5 pretty unappealing. So I think we'll just send them to 4. And now we will play these. We'll solve 6, and then we can react to what happens. Or we could actually go to 3 card plays and then play out our hand. If we played Flame's Fury instead of Anger this turn. But then we wouldn't be able to clear 2 fast next turn, which would be the problem, so I like this. Firestorm Explorer. And I think we send him here. If Wetlands Explorer, we can deal 2 damage, and we don't want to put him in 7 or Coastal. Life's Balance Tilts. Oh, man, that's awful. The opposite of Beast damage. Okay. Which Beast do we lose? I'm not exactly thrilled about the idea of taking escalations in the corner. So, leaning towards get rid of the 1 and 8. Yeah. We might have to take a Blight off this too, which is just god-awful. We get to add a disease. Where do we want that? I think... actually, I think we hope for a Jungle Explorer. Because... Without a beast in 8, now this is kind of rough. If we put the disease in 1 and jungles explore, we can use our 2 cards to clear 4. Then nothing builds. And if it's wetlands, we can use our cards to clear 1 of them. Okay, we did not take a blight. That's a big deal. No Russia 6's turn. Wetlands. Unfortunate. Okay. I mean, like, it's tempting to clear this, right? But if we do that and draw wetlands, I think we're dead. So we're going to clean up this corner. We're using Firestorm over here next turn. So let's not send to 6. Yeah, but now if we draw mountains, it's sketchy. Let me think. Well, I guess we don't need to play Flame Fury to clear 2 next turn. For some reason I was thinking we did. We grow there, deal 2, and then we have 4 fire elements. In which case we can push the guy out of 6. Yeah, and we'll end with him over here. We can also use Smoke to kill the town in 5. And then it's Flame's Fury plus Major versus the buildings in 7. Yeah, so we play these. We've got our 2 more damage in 2. We'll get to heal a Blight at 0 range. Now, if Wetlands Explorer, we might have to grow into 5, which would suck, because we're probably going to want to grow into 7. Or we might actually have to grow into 4 because of escalation. But we've got some fear coming, some Dahan push-arounds. I'm feeling reasonably okay here. We'll push this Explorer down, because we're sending this one to the jungle. Civic Engagement is a dud. Here's our beast damage, which is good versus escalation, bad versus where do we send them. 7 is the land that's least likely to hurt us right away. So methinks that makes sense. We push our Dahan from 1. Okie doke. Strife a town, you got it. Too many monsters, misses, which sucks versus Russia. Okay, we have to Russia 6. If we add here, then a city builds and triple explorers. Not good for us. So we're going to add to 7. We're going to rip a good major. We're going to win the game. Easy peasy, right? Oh, no. Yeah, okay, well, that is why we answered 8 earlier. We'll heal a Blight. We'll pick this, because it gives 5 somewhere to cascade. And yeah, we're just going to smoke the town in 5. Mountain, yeah, that's probably the worst one. Probably send our Dahan to 7. Just thinking about what majors win here. Because we can like send a bunch of Dahan that way and then rip a defend major. But Unleash works, we can make Pent Up Calamity work. And there's a bunch of 4 costs. I think we can make Instruments a win too. I guess we should actually check the Fear deck, huh? 7 away. So yeah, we go to 4 energy if we need to, and we have a look. We can clear this if we have to. We've got Flame Fury. Sure. Alright, we got 2 fast playable powers. A good start. Let's look at Hunger. Love this card. Hit 7, gather beast, that's 3 fear. Then boosted, we deal 7 damage, which kills the buildings, gives us 4 more fear, which is a win. Barring the Blight card screwing us over. Although, it is riskier, but I think we can also win with walls. And specifically because I've been clowning a lot on Russia recently, I kind of feel like giving them a fighting chance, you know? Let's keep things sporting. And you know what? We'll even chuck our choice event coverage. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so we grow Top Track into 5, Cascade. Then we push the Dahan into 7. Walls deals 3, kills a city. And we defend 8 on 8. Let's do it. You will go over here. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go Blighted here. That's their first out. And we'll just Cascade here. That ain't it. Strike 1. Good try, good try. Okay, they got 2 more outs here. Event and Fear cards. We'll Firestorm the guy in 5, just in case we don't win here. Although I'm not sure how we deal with the couple extra towns that are coming if we don't win, so... Our Blight card says sack a presence. We can deplete our 3 stack. Big event. This looks like strike 2. We destroy a presence, no problem. Add a beast. And we'll get to gather some Dahan. Just checking. Got, 3 fear, yeah. Provided this actually ravages. A fear card removing Explorer from 7 is Russia's last hope. We'll put our beast up here, I guess. Gather. In you go. Last chance. Nope. Aw, so close. Believe it or not, this card was on my radar. Well, there's only so much you can do, right? I guess their actual last hope was me forgetting how Isolate works. Try to help them out and they angle shoot you. Unreal. Let's try that again. Nice try, Russia. That's game. There we go, another cheesy quick win for the books. And even though it is kind of cheesy, I still find it pretty interesting, maximizing your output. The challenge becomes, can you win quickly before everything falls apart? Life's Balance Tilt sucked. Lost a beast right away, our disease didn't matter. Beast damage. And this didn't matter. MVP goes to our major that we sandbagged with. Rock and Thorn, brother. 3 damage killed the city, and we defended for a huge game-winning counterattack. We could have straight up won the game with Hunger of the Swarm, but we instead foolishly decided to show mercy, which Russia attempted to take advantage of. I guess we won't make that mistake again. We'll have to play another game and rectify that. Okay, let's teach him a lesson. Board G. This can be a wacky Russia board sometimes, because both the beasts start in the jungle. But Wildfire gets to start in the middle, and we can push beasts around if we need, so I think it's actually good for us. Okay, so we can G3, solve 4, push a Dahan around, seems extremely good. And we can send to our sands, hit him with Firestorm, bounce around for more fear. We will pair up our Dahan. What do we want to do? We could play Flash Fires to try and catch a Jungle or Sands Explorer, but if Mountains comes up, we want to kill this town. Also, killing that town opens up a bunch of pocketing possibilities. And if Mountains Explorer and we play Flash Fires, it's horrible. We'll send Explorer to Beast and hope to profit off that. Yep, Mountains. Now we can let 2 Blight and solve 8 without having to uncover 2 Fire, which is pretty sweet. And again, we'll bounce them around in our sands. Now we know that Flash Fires will 100% solve a land. So I'm thinking we just play it. We don't get Firestorm, but our sands aren't threatened. And yeah, Flash Fires picks off a sands or jungle. And if we get beast damage, we are super far ahead. Oh, game is over. Maybe. Okay, we get to add a wilds. I think our coastal sands makes the most sense. It could explore this turn, which would give us the most immediate value, which is what we're looking for. Our corner jungle is pocketed too, so one way or another we only get one explore, which we answer with flash fires. Seems good. Yeah, beast damage, pretty good here. We can send a sands because we've got flash fires to cover triple explorers. And this don't matter. Actually... Or it doesn't matter. Never mind. We don't care what this is. Seek safety. That's pretty bananas, yeah. Let's get you out of here. And we can grow into this next turn and not blight. That's awesome too. We do not get Russia 6. And we explore jungles. Or jungle, I guess. We can send to 5. We've got 2 fast answers for it. That might actually not be the smartest way to do that. We can G3 bottom, like so, and we can send an explorer up to 1 to ravage, so we don't get Russia 6th. 4 fear from bomb. 3 fear now, and we're going to play our hand. Yeah, and if you deal damage to the city, we can actually kill it with Firestorm. So yeah, let's go back a bit. And we'll change this. Send this explorer to wetlands. Grow into 2. Ping the city. And we'll use our push to get a guy into 1. Which will trigger the fear bomb fast, but we're so far ahead here we don't care. Wetlands, sure. Like even if we draw a stage 2 jungles, we're still okay. Lesser spirits imperiled. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll just forget this because it's close to dead. Once again, we can deplete our 3 stack. And we'll just go for fire here. Lets us heal a blight. Push a beast, get a fear. This guy's covered. So let's bring this into play. Same idea here. Let's get our Dahan out of the wilds. Retreat. I think we're good, thanks. Demoralized. Now we get Russia 6th, which is annoying, but probably fine. And now we escalate. So let's see. We're playing 3 cards next turn, which will be major, this. I suppose we can put 1 into 6. Nope, bad idea. We have to escalate again. Yeah, okay, we're throwing them all here then. If our major whiffs, we can deal a ton of fast damage in 5. And it wouldn't be pretty, but we could survive 4 blight in 2. So we've got tier 2 of our right innate, so we can heal any blight at 0 range. We could heal this. I don't think it's a good idea, because that turns off the possibility of us winning. 3 buildings to take down, and 6 fear. We're not asking for very much from our major. Ooh, I think I might have screwed up. If we had kept this card, we could have hit triple plant next turn, which would be 5 fire, which would be 6 damage, which would not be enough to kill all the buildings, but I should have thought about that for sure. Yeah, triple plant means more fire damage. Gotta remember that. That's okay, our major draft will get us there again, right? I remind you, our destroyed presence is from Lesser Spirits Imperiled. We're just too good at this game. I don't know what to tell you. No mercy this time, friggin' angle shooters. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. That be game. The spirit's just busted. Like, I'm sure I'm in for a reality check once I try England, but for now at least I'm having fun just melting adversaries before they do anything. Yeah, that was a pretty smooth game. Blight neutral. We just completely shut them down. Or I guess I should do the post-game thing here. Like I think the first game, we drafted one card. Wildfire, like, doesn't even need the minor deck sometimes. Sprawl was great, wilds and beast damage. And I guess we'll give this MVP. The extra element didn't really matter, but funnily enough, the destroyed presence did. Maybe it's a tie. This was crazy too. Yeah, and then luckily we found a fast major that did it. Although, I think that sea monsters might have done it too. Just would have been a lot uglier. We Firestorm Explorers in 5. 2 double blights, builds a city, we deal 1 million damage with sea monsters. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, thanks for watching.